it, but I know you's done it. I was watching Looney Tunes this morning. Leave me alone. Hey, y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Thursday. I gotta go start my Thursday. I don't like it, but we gotta do what we gotta do for our children and our families. You saw the thumbnail and you probably asked yourself, who is that? Because you saw the title and it said Kamala Harris locked people up. Deal with it. And you're probably saying to yourself, Kid Gravity's losing his mind. He's just putting up any other black one. All right. No, I'm not saying she's black. That's not what we're doing here. We're going to have a frank conversation. Because for one, people still saying I'm not talking enough about them Democrats. Okay. We'll have a conversation about Democrats today. We're going to give MAGA a reprieve because they just keep showing that they're not articulate and they're not smart. Then again, their boss, Trump, says my base is stupid. So we'll give them a break today. We'll give them a break. We'll talk about Democrats this morning, specifically California Democrats, because there's all this big discourse online about how Kamala Harris is supposedly not black. Fine, she's not black, but okay. Y'all still want to argue that point? Okay, fine with me. Far be it from me to try to educate people like Torre that Jamaican does not automatically mean black. Far be it from me to go on X and try to educate people that for some reason the term coolie, which means Indians that were brought over to help with manual labor in Jamaica and never left, somehow they weren't Indian and they never crossed over there. But okay, you won't take the word of a Jamaican over that. You'll just assume that I was wrong. Okay, we could do that. Or we could talk about how y'all are out here now lying on Kamami on things that she's actually said on film and things she's done in her past regarding black people. Fine. I know some people come in here, brown people as well. But when we bring it up, we're somehow lying on her. We could do all that. We're going to do that for you today. Excuse me. So now the new discourse is Kamala Harris did not lock up black people for truancy and children. And also, she didn't lock up people, and when she was AG, she didn't keep them longer than their sentences. That's like the new discourse on X now. Black people like Drew Comments and all these other people, and that what that not Captain America idiot. They're running outside, caping. It's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Whatever they research, they're allowed to present it. I've researched this as well, and I'm going to present my findings. I covered this 3 years ago. I showed the proof. I showed the class action lawsuit where a whole bunch of inmates got out and some that were still in sued the state of California for the exact thing I just told you that Kamami did. They got $27 million. And I actually vividly remember that because in that, somebody told me that's okay, it's a class action lawsuit. So what? Some to the fact that either so what or the money, it's insignificant. Um, okay. So we're not worried about that they proved their case. We're worried about the money they got. Okay. Wonderful. George Bush will pay for their crimes. The whole administration. But okay. Yes, for those who don't know, Kamala Harris kept people longer than their jail sentences or prison sentences because California has a thing called constant wildfires, and they didn't have enough staff that was trained to do that. So guess what she did? Yeah, she paid them more than what they would have made doing whatever the prison assigned them to go fight wildfires. I believe it was like $1.11 an hour, $1.50 an hour, which then is a lot of money if you're incarcerated. She did that. It's literally still out there. But we're lying about that. Okay. Now you see that person that I have in the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure y'all don't know who that is. Unless you're from California, then you know who that is. That is now I hope I'm saying her name right. Sheree Peoples. I thought it was Cherry from it, but I think it's Sheree. Thank you, Natty. And good morning. Good morning to the room. Sheree Peoples became infamous because she has a daughter that has special needs. And I believe the daughter since graduated. Shout out to her. Sheree, with having a daughter with special needs, she couldn't always get her daughter to school on time. You know how it is. So the rule in California was you could be arrested if your child misses up to 10%, or well, not up to 10, if it misses at least 10% of the school year. And I guess they consider lateness, or they would be late. Late or absences add up to about 10% of the entire school year. So figure if the school year is 180 days, if you miss 18 or you're late 18 times, I guess you can be subject to arrest. Okay. Hope I said that correct. Sheree Peoples became infamous because they did the whole perp walk. She actually outlined her story. It's there on YouTube. I suggest you check it out. She was even shocked because when they pulled her out of her house, because it was just her and the daughter, there was news cameras there, ready to go. Now, again, this is a truancy case. Truancy. Why would you have cameras out there ready to go? She even said, "quote y'all would have thought I murdered somebody." Because everybody wants to focus on Jamal Truelove, rightfully so. But let's not forget Sheree Peoples. This is why I've been hammering the last couple months that there's going to be a biblical crime bill if commandment gets in. Things like that will be prosecuted. They're going to force the kids into schools. They want to monitor our children. Now, this may be the tinfoil Kunta Kinte talking. I mean, Kunta Kinte cloth talking. But again, we have seen how these politicians act out here. They want total control. Because if you can control the people, you can control how they move, how they think. And 2020 was a great test run because we have saw the degradation of people not using critical thinking skills. I bring up Oscar Grant in the vein of she was AG and had the opportunity to get all cops involved. She didn't want to do it. One sat down for 2 years, but he got most of that credited. Hell, they reopened the case, and then the current AG said, it's not enough to prosecute. But of course, there's always a silver lining with all stories, right? Guess what just happened? Oscar Grant's mother just got back his cell phone after 15 years. So I guess that's the metaphorical end of the Oscar Grant saga. No justice. I know somebody's going to tell me the cops in now for 2 years is justice. Okay, that all of them didn't get knocked. So how is that justice? Okay, sure, you got it. I need us as human beings to understand that for y'all to walk around and tell a normal human being that they're not infallible and you can walk around with your chest out, that doesn't give you the excuse to tell a politician or somebody with a title that they're infallible just because you like them. Newsflash, your favorite celebrity is still human. Your favorite celebrity can still screw up anytime, anywhere, any place. That's why TMZ is damn near $1 billion corporation if it's not there already. Here we go. You know how you can achieve it? Here's how you do it, John Joe. This is how you achieve it. Go find a black neighborhood, or we'll make it even easier for you. This is how you do it. Go to a major city and find an area where there's about 4 to 6 black people. Everybody else is different races. Shouldn't be any music on. Got to make sure that there's no music on. This is very key. And when you do that, I want you got to do this about 4 times in 2 sentences. Say the N word. Now, if the black people there don't give you the side eye or threaten to kick your ass, you might be on your way to earning a pass. Now, if half those black people are ready to kick your ass, but the white people stop them, you're on probation. Now, if all the black people are ready to kick your ass and the other races pull out their phones to watch you get your ass kicked, and then they go on social media and tell everybody, hey, look at this guy getting his ass kicked for saying the N word. No, you didn't get it granted. So you have about 3 scenarios that could work. But you have to do the first thing first. The first step is always on you. Can't depend on somebody to do the first step. You have to go get some balls and go do a cursory search of places where black people are, where there's other races, and do that. Then work on that projection. You gotta project it, because if you say it meekly, they're gonna think you're trolling. I suggest you watch white supremacist videos. It might work for you. It might work for you. Even though I don't think you have that in you, but it is what it is. So do that. I don't know who your favorite white supremacist is, but I'm sure you have one. I'm sure you have one whose picture is in that Wolverine emoji. Not, I'm sorry, the Wolverine meme. I'm sure you got it. So go do that. You're white and you need a new community. That's wonderful. When have you ever asked black people for permission to go to a new community? Don't tell me you're one of these scaredy whites. Um, just go there. If they accept you, they accept you. If they don't, you don't. You move on like Bill Bixby in The Incredible Hulk. You just find somewhere else to go. Handle that. So what we're gonna do for you is get you started on that. So go find your favorite white supremacists. Don't ask no more questions, because you're gonna need all this energy, because the projection takes a lot of energy to say the N word. So go do that. and have fun. Thank you so much. Now, back to what I was saying. Kamala Harris is not infallible. Never was, never will be. If you want to cave for her, that's fine. All I ask you to do is tell the truth, especially if you have a big platform. Tell the truth. Put it all out there. Let the people decide for that. If they're for that or against it, let them decide. Don't decide it for them. Don't force them into a position because when it comes out that you're lying, then they're going to look at you crazy. Now, that Chris Evans, not Captain America idiot, he's done that plenty of times and people don't trust him. People don't trust him. You got to be careful with that. You saw what happened with Amanda Seals. She's been caught lying multiple times and people don't trust her. That's why every time she puts up a video, people look at her crazy. And it takes a lot. She has to tap into her quote unquote blackness. I said that in air quotes. She got to tap into it just to make a lucid point that we may agree with. But her cachet is in the dirt. But it's another subject for another day. We're less than a month away from this DNC. And again, this is a hot button topic. I understand it. But it's funny that y'all not compelling command me to come outside. Hell, she could do a primetime press conference. She can just do that. Dispel all the shit. Prove that you're black. Don't mention Jamaican. Prove that you're black. Bringing out your AK sweater or how long you've been around black people, that's not enough. You got to prove this. We're not trying to test you. We want to see where your lineage lies. Because right now your lineage is in question. I know the truth. Why don't you tell the people the truth? But she won't do that. She won't do that. She's getting y'all to crash out for her. Because whether she wins or lose this election, she already won. Y'all are gonna have to face backlash. This is why I told y'all Biden supporters, ride with your man. If he screws up, ride with him. If he does gains, ride with him. Y'all made Trump supporters do that for years. They couldn't run from it. You should hold yourself to the same standards, but we know you guys are cowards. Just like MAGA, you guys are cowards. I get it. You guys were ignored in school. It's okay. You were overacting in school, so you see her as a kindred spirit. I understand it. This persona that you have online, that wasn't naturally made. I get it. Miss Nisi, good morning. Miss Nisi, you can do whatever you want. I saw your other comment. You can do whatever you want. I was actually gonna give him grace, but you can do whatever you want. Hold on one second. All right, you go do what you want to do. I just screenshotted that. I just wanted to make sure y'all know that. So you can go send him to the gulag if you want. That's all good. We want to give him a taste of what Kamami is going to do to everybody, along with certain forces, if she wins this election. So there you go. Look at Miss Nisi. She said, "Listen, I'm gonna break it work. Screw you. I got some fresh air and I got this block." Ah. Look, again, white liberals, white conservatives, white moderates, you guys can say the N word all you want. It's okay. We're not telling you you can't say it. Don't listen to the youngins. The youngins don't really know. We're telling you, the generation Y is telling you, you can say the N word. Just be prepared for the consequences. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Just like when you spend money outside for something, knowing that if you spend that money, you can't get something else, that's a consequence. It's okay. You got to live with your decision. Y'all love it when somebody has to sacrifice something for somebody else. Y'all love it. But then you don't want the consequences. You don't want to bring that up. Okay, it's okay. Say it. I encourage you to say it. No, I encourage you to say it because you have free speech in this country. Say it. Just be careful how you say it because the UK might get you. But you still have free speech in this country. You know, Elon told you you have free speech. So, you listen to the white man. Now, when you catch consequences, good or bad, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, what's up, LB? Just do it. It's okay. You can take every variation of the N word you want. It's okay. I can't be responsible if the next time you say it, your lip look like the mustache from V from Vendetta. I can't help that. I can't. Here we go. Elijah, what is she proving? Because she's been on film before. What is she proving? I bet you you sound like a Kamami hater or a Kamami lover. Tell me which one. And if you're a Kamami lover, I'd like you to sell me her without using Trump. I like to see that. I like to see that. Because I've already sold the family the couch, and they like President Couch and Vice President Sectional. They kind of like what they're talking about. So I need you to sell us. If you love Command, I need you to sell us her without mentioning Trump. Show me something. With less than 90 days, I'm confused. I don't know who to vote for. Tell me who to vote for. And if you like Trump, sell me Trump without mentioning Biden, Harris, or what he did in the last administration. Come on, Kamala Harris. Command me is Kamala Harris. That's what we call her over here, Kamala Harris. Whoever you're voting for, sell me them without mentioning their opponent. Do that. Or mentioning their party. Do that. Tell me how they're going to fix the problems we're in. Come on, let's have fun. Well, Love Seat is a third party candidate, wrestling reads. It's sectional. It's couch and sectional. I know y'all thought Love Seat was going to get it, but they picked sectional. So Love Seat is going to run as a third party. Love Seat said they were going to run as a third party because their name sounds sexy. Come on, Elijah. Sell us. Because it's funny. I ask y'all to sell me your candidates and y'all can't do it without mentioning the other person. When it should be fairly simple. You should be able to tell me what that person has done and what that party has done. And you don't have to mention the other one. Easy, Miss Nisi. Easy, Miss Nisi. I want him to do that. Sir, see, this is what I mean. Y'all really don't listen. Y'all really don't listen. Sir, I already made up my mind. I just told you who I'm voting for. See, you don't listen. First, I said, I'm confused. Sell me your candidate. Then I just told you I know who I'm voting for. Now you're telling me to be a grown ass man. I already do the research, sir. This is why there's people in here. They trust what I tell them and what I show them. You came in here sounding like an idiot, going after somebody in a comment thread instead of saying good morning, which already lets me know that what kind of household you came out of. You're very disrespectful. You probably grumbled to your parents before you walked out the door to school, but that's okay. Yes, she can't prove her blackness because if she could, she'd do it already. She's having other people do it. That's like if Trump never said, hey, you know what? I disavow David Duke, but everybody else is doing it for him. I would question him the same way. Why are you not doing it? Open your mouth. You get to open your mouth and tell everybody what you're not going to do for black people, but you can't come outside and tell us how black you are. You going on interview saying you're Jamaican, which does not include black, 100%. That's scary. But again, you must have not understand what channel you ran into. This is a political channel. So trust and believe I've already done the research. If you'd have come in earlier, I would have told you why that woman's not getting my vote. Oscar Grant is one because she had an opportunity to prosecute them cops, didn't do it. Number two, she threw Sheree Peoples into silver handcuffs because her daughter was sick and she couldn't get her to school on time. And number three, what has she really accomplished? I didn't mention this before, but what has she really accomplished as VP? Her own initiative was to help black women who are during pregnancies not dying in hospitals. She just stopped mentioning that altogether. Let me ask you this, Ali. Sir, you cannot be serious and you just asked me that. Ali, you oh God. Okay. Ali, maybe you don't know this, but there's been Americans that went to Jamaica. You don't think they saw white Jamaicans down there? You don't think they saw Indian Jamaicans? You don't think they saw Chinese Jamaicans down there? That's what you're about to tell me, right? The ones that recently went, you're gonna tell me they didn't see any Mexicans down there, right? That's what you're gonna tell me, right? Okay, all right. Newsflash, sir, you're talking to a Jamaican and you're listening to a Jamaican right now. You don't think I know the dynamics? Guess what? I have all that in my family. You don't think I know those dynamics? That's my point. This is what I said earlier. Most Americans don't even realize that Jamaica is way past black. Yes, it's predominantly black, but there's other Jamaicans down there of other races and ethnicities down there. Yes. And the simple fact that you said that tells me everything I need to know because most Americans got exposed to Lorna Chin. They circulated her videos everywhere. That's a Chinese Jamaican, by the way, who lives in Miami. She don't live on the island. Hmm. Hmm. Chet Hanks brought the popularity of the white Jamaican up when he wanted to act like a fool. Hmm. But yeah. Okay. Okay. But again, I know who I'm voting for. Either you're gonna contribute positively, or you can go find another channel where you can go try to troll somebody else because it ain't gonna work over here. So how you want to do it? I'm actually being respectful of you. I still didn't get my good morning, but I'm still being respectful. I'll help you. I've already exposed her. I already did it, but it's okay. Y'all like her because she went on the Breakfast Club and said she inhaled listening to Snoop Dogg and Tupac in law school when they weren't even out. Y'all fell for that. It's okay. Y'all fell for y'all fell for her having Megan Thee Stallion at her rally in Atlanta. Y'all fell for it. It's okay. I understand. Y'all fall for that stuff. We don't fall for that stuff. Okay? She could go get God Almighty. The first thing I'm gonna do is bypass her and ask God where her family from, because God knows all. I'll be respectful when I do it, but he gonna tell me where she's from. I need y'all to answer that for me. I need her to come outside. I don't even want to hear from y'all, actually. I want her to come outside and tell me what she is and prove it. Because if her own daddy ain't coming outside saying he black, how the hell you gonna let her get away with it? Please help us. How does a Jamaican celebrate Kwanzaa when that's an African American holiday? How did that happen? Oh Lord. In Canada. In Canada. Okay. In Canada in Oakland, when she was with her Indian mama, they celebrated Kwanzaa. That's not even Jamaican culture, but okay. She could have at least lied and said she had curry goat after. She could have at least lied there. But nah. She said, quote, we celebrated Kwanzaa. We heard all the principles. Oh, okay. Okay. While living with your mama, you never saw your daddy. Okay. All right. She's so black, and it could be easily proven that she's black. They're censoring her daddy. They won't let her daddy come outside because he chastised her 5 years ago for talking about weed on the Breakfast Club and making Jamaicans look bad. All right. I'm sure they'll give him enough money and he'll go outside and probably say something. I'm sure. You a damn light, Elijah. And if you write one more troll comment, you getting booted because people of all races do not celebrate Kwanzaa. Stop telling that lie. You know what we'll do? You know what, Elijah? Whatever city you in, I guarantee has a Chinatown. We'll go to Chinatown on December 26th and we'll go see if there's the seven candles in one of them stores. We'll do that. Then when we're finished with the Chinese, because they ain't gonna have it unless one of them is doing a black woman who celebrates that or a black man who does that. We're gonna go to the Muslim community because they don't even celebrate Christmas. I want to see them seven candles somewhere where they're praying 5 times a day. I want to see that in the mosque. Then when we're done with that, we're gonna go over to them Latinos because you know they celebrate the hell out of some Feliz Navidad. Sombreros and cervezas all around. And the grill is out. Damn if there's snow on the ground. And we're gonna go look for the seven candles. It's probably next to the ones with all the patron saints. And you sit up here and tell me we'll look together because that's three. You might get 2 out of 3. You might win the series. We'll see if they celebrate Kwanzaa. Because I'm pretty sure the Chinese gonna have them seven candles there. It's gonna have a price tag of $15 on it. Now people kill me, boy. Not just talking to talk. All right, Elijah. All right. Pause. I said, tell me what city. And you can't even spell coming right. I don't even want to deal with you. Goodbye. I still didn't get a good morning, but all right. Seattle, Washington. Okay. So this is what we'll do. I'll fly up to Seattle because I know somebody up there. I know a couple people up there actually. I'll come up there. It's gonna cost me a little bit, but I don't give a damn. I got YouTube money. I will fly up there December 26th. I'll hook up with my people. We'll meet you in Chinatown and we'll go find us a store that's open and we're gonna go ask them where is your seven candles for Kwanzaa. I swear to God, I know them Chinese people gonna laugh at me. I know they gonna laugh. They gonna think I'm trolling. They be like, get out of my store. Fuck. I can just imagine, right? It's December 27th, and watching non-African Americans lighting the second candle, the black one for Kuji Jacqueline. Self-determination. What? Oh my God. Family, just imagine last day, January 1st, they're lighting the candle for Amani. Chinese people. No African American nowhere near the family. I tell you, wow. Oh my God, these people are insane. What have I told y'all? During this election and after, these Bush babies are going to be some of the worst people we've ever seen on the internet. It's already bad enough. We're letting a lot of people that are not educated enough talk in circles, but now they're bold now. A non-black, a non-African American mosque with a Kwanza candle, especially how they don't wholly like black Muslims. But okay, all right. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're going to try to foist off on people. All right, life, life. That was fun, was it not, family? One person comes in here, says he's white, and wants to say the N word, and now we got somebody with the last name Ali trying to tell us that everybody celebrates Kwanzaa. I get it. School screwed them up. I get it because school was tolerant of everybody's culture. They had the Kwanzaa candle, they had the menorah, they had a Christmas tree. I get it. Chinese didn't subscribe, so they just looked around. They were like, "What the hell?" Damn, Miss Niecy, who pissed you off this time? What did Tallman do? What did he say? Did he troll? I don't even see his message. What did he say? I just looked off in the distance because I wanted to see if Cosmo was gonna come out the woodwork somewhere because these cicadas are being loud. You know how them Jersey people are with their guns and cicadas. Oh boy. Who's ready for me to stream the DNC next week? Who's ready? Monday's gonna be fun. I can only imagine who they gonna line up on Monday. And I'm off Wednesday too when Walls gotta go outside. Mm, mm. Would have been better if I was off Thursday so I could get command me, boy. Mm. 50 people in the room hit the light. Miss Nisi, you still didn't tell me what Tallman said. Mm. All right. What time is it? 10:41. All right. So what I'm gonna do is end it here. Get to work in about 4.5 hours. My upload on Uncle Luke will be live for everybody. So if you haven't seen it yet and you're not a member, you're gonna have to wait. if you have seen it already in the member, don't spoil it because I was being a little petty in there. But Tallman say she's not black. You're more gay than she is black. Jesus Christ. It's funny. They tell you they're not gay, but they come to a supposedly gay channel. All right. I tell you, Fresh and Fit will pay for their crimes, boy. They love being around men and don't worry about if they're gay or not. I get it. My masculinity must exude being gay. Okay. Feminine means straight. Feminine means straight. Okay. Well, tall man, tall lady. You go handle that. You heard what I said. You might be like that Algerian boxer. You might just have two X chromosomes. It's all good though. I ain't discriminating. We love everybody here. We do. Hell, I talk about the Jewish people and I have criticisms, but I love them. It is what it is. We all human. We have a finite amount of time on this earth. No point in hating people. That's why I say it takes a lot for me to hate you. It takes a whole lot for me to hate you. I don't even hate Uncle Luke. I just think if you hanging around political people, at the very minimum, you should know how Congress works by now. At the very minimum, because y'all get pissed off when Republicans try underhanded stuff and y'all ready to call it out, but y'all watch Biden consistently give Ukraine and Israel money and bypass Congress, but you write a caption saying that Republicans gave him money, like the Democrats didn't give him money. Hmm. The aid package they passed months ago that gave them Ukraine and Taiwan money, that was bipartisan. They're all in cahoots with it. But just because they have the majority, when the Democrats have the majority, that's okay. When the Republicans have the majority, then that's a problem. Even though we have seen them have the majority, still not get things passed. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, he had a space last night and kicked Afro Lead out because Afro asked him the same question about the truancy, kicked him out. Okay. Well, hopefully I gave you some clarity on that. I'm sure Afro will probably talk about it tonight. But anyway, I'm going to work. Y'all probably going to work or going into something. I don't know. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be productive out here. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.